We're now a few days into the new patch, and it's pretty clear what the main meta shift is. Boil over. It's everywhere, and it's time to consider viable builds for and against this perk. For survivors, you need to consider the actual benefit of running this perk. So here's a perk build that I would recommend if you want to fully commit to this playstyle. Boil over, unbreakable, flip-flop, and power struggle. The reason for all of our perks to focus on us being downed or on the shoulder of a killer is for the new boil over mechanic. You now receive an additional 25% wiggle progress when a killer drops you from a significant height. And this definition is loose, but here's a picture I found on Reddit showing what the game considers a significant height. It's about 3 stairs. When you consider the new wiggle timer to be 16 seconds with good skill checks and 15 seconds with great skill checks, one 3 stair drop by the killer will shave off 4 seconds of the overall time on the shoulder. On top of this, if they don't pick you up straight away after dropping you, this time will be significantly reduced with the flip-flop unbreakable combination. Flip-flop allows you to convert 50% of your dying progress into wiggle progress, meaning that if you're left to get up to 90% on the floor and the killer drops from the height to get to the hook, we're looking at 4.8 second wiggle time on the shoulder total. And that's without great skill checks. So you can see already the power of these 3 perks. So why run Power Struggle? Well, if a killer is aware you are running Boil Over, which is likely due to the game telling them, they may panic and take shortcuts they wouldn't usually take. And with a recent buff to Power Struggle, at tier 3 it now only takes 15% wiggle progress to activate it, which you can do with Flip Flop alone. All in all, this is a fun build and can work very effectively. However, one last thing with this build is where to go down. You need to be knocked down at a high place, one where Boil Over can be easily activated at least once. So bear this in mind when being chased. And the final thing, in the event that you are slugged, Unbreakable is there to bail you out, that one time. So make sure you use it sparingly. If you've got any further thoughts on this, let me know in the comments. Now for the killer's answer, it's quite simple. Agitation and Iron Grasp, or one or the other. These will both aid you in carrying a survivor to the hook, with Iron Grasp being their direct counter to Boil Over. Unlike the survivor, you don't need to change your playstyle to use these perks, they play themselves. However, if you don't fancy changing your perk setup on your favourite killer, I can also recommend slugging, which is exactly what this artist tried to do in this game. Overall, Boil Over is obnoxious, and as a survivor, you can choose to use it or not, but for killers, you need to be aware of it now, and you need to adapt to it. So thank you for watching, and peace.